had this internship last summer. It was a virtual internship. It was a good internship, but I don't know. There's something I just wanted to, work in another place for next summer. But I don't know. I felt like this is just me, and I probably should have more faith. But I just felt like the other place that I hired, I don't know why I was doubting myself, but I was just like, I don't know if they'll hire me. I don't like my qualifications. They're okay, but they're not the best. So my internship that I was doing last year, they wanted to bring me back. They said, you're a good worker, we need you back. So I was asking God, I said, they gave me about 3 weeks to decide. It ended up shifting to like 7 weeks. I kept saying, can you just give me more time, give me more time. So I felt like God was telling me to reject that offer. But because I just want to play it safe, play it cool. I was like, you know what? Let me just stay at this position. They weren't even offering me that good pay. They were like, okay pay. But let me just be safe and stay in this position. Then like 4 days later, there was this place I interviewed at. I wasn't really interested in interviewing at that place because I didn't really want to. But someone just told me, just interview, take the interview. What's the worst that can happen? Then they told me how much they were going to be paying me, which was double what I was making like internship. I said, huh?
No, you're gonna
And I was like, whoa, hold on. And it said to top it all, there's still 2 more things. It said to top it all up, we'd like to give you a relocation bonus of this amount. And then they also said you are our #1 recruit. I said, huh? How? Like in my mind, I'm like, how is that? I was like, the skills that this job needs, I don't even have the skills. Like I'm not proficient at it. So how am I the #1 recruit? So I'm thinking, is this from God or is this, So I said, I told God, I said, if this is God, let 2 things happen. First, let my parents be on board with this decision. And 2, let because I already accepted the position for the other internship that was not paying me good amount. I said, let them tell me to take this new position, this new internship. So the first thing, I had to convince my parents. So before I talked to them, I already knew my mom was gonna say no. She doesn't want me leaving the house. She's like, I already knew she was gonna say no. So when I told her about the position, of course, she was like, I don't think so. I don't think you should take this position. Then that night, like the next morning, my mom told me, she was like, Chuki, because that's what she called me, Chuki, take the position. I said, what changed? She was like, I don't know, gosh, I just found my spirit that you should take this position, you should take this position. And I'm like, whoa, because I didn't think my mom would say yeah. So I told my dad next. And I thought my dad would be on the same side of my mom, like, don't take the position. But when I told my dad that my mom at first wasn't on board with it, he was like, why? He was like, my friend take this position. I don't know what your mom is talking about. You need to take this position. They're paying you double than what you're paying last time, blah, blah, blah. They were like, you need to take the position. I don't know what she's talking about. So I'm like, whoa. I said, okay. So I said, the last thing was let them tell me to take this new position. So coincidentally, I was actually supposed to go to my old internship, like the headquarters the next day, because we're doing a program there. So I was talking to my hiring manager, and she was like, okay, so I'm gonna put you in touch with your manager, the manager I was supposed to work for next year. So when I talked to the manager, I was in this room. I don't know where the manager came in. He's like, Christian, come here. And he said it so sternly too. I thought I was scared. I was like, is he gonna yell at me or something? And then he was like, so she told me about this new position that you're having in this another company. He was like, I think you should take that position. I said, how come? He was like, I think you should take the position. I said, how come? He said, they're offering you double than what we're offering you. And they're taking you to another place. You're like, even if you want to, match that offer, there's no way you can match that offer. We just can't. You're like, we just can't. This is gonna be a good experience for you. Just take that other position. And if you ever want to come back to this company, just let me know and I'll put you there immediately. Throughout the year, God has been faithful. And it's not even everything, but I just want to save time. Okay, so Let me just wrap it up. But this is not even everything. But I know, like, even the places that I've been to throughout the year, like, you know, companies, prestigious companies, you know, paying for my flight, paying for my accommodations. Like the places I went to this year, I never thought I could at least go there by myself. You know, places all around the U.S., this and that, of like, you know, programs and students, even scholarships that I received this year. I remember last year, there was someone who was giving me the scholarships that ended up leaving that position at my school. So for some reason I thought, okay, she left. Am I still gonna receive that scholarship that she was giving me? But they still ended up giving me that scholarship. And top it all up, I got some other scholarships as well that added on to it. So I'm not paying for school again this year. God has been showing me so much goodness, so much favor this year. And I just have to thank God of his faithfulness.